Hello everyone, how's everybody doing? So today I'm coming at you with a super exciting video that I have always just put off doing, but usually it's just because I forget. But I'm doing a comparison, just a quick comparison video on all four sizes of the Speedy. So we have, you can see them behind me, okay? We got Speedy 25, Speedy 30, Speedy 35, and Speedy 40, y'all. And I had to do it like this because I wanted you to be able to see, instead of going like side to side, I wanted you to see kind of the differences. They wouldn't all fit, so I wanted you to be able to see. So again, four sizes, finally have them all together. I do have several videos on my channel like comparing two sizes or maybe three, but I don't have one that compares all four sizes, so it's super exciting. So before I jump in, I just want to bring your attention to the information that's in the description of this video. It gives you all the information about my mobile app, my website, my live sales, and text alerts and all that kind of stuff. So basically all you need to know is if you go to my website, thatcrazyhandbaglady.com, you will get all the information you need about downloading my mobile app, my live sales schedule, and just shopping on my web store. You can do everything from the mobile app, so it's super exciting. I finally got all that up and running like the way I want. So anyway, it's exciting. Okay, so again, just when you're done, just go back around and check all that out. And I would love to see you in one of my next live sales. Okay, and you can also sign up for text alerts if you are interested in that. So okay, let's start with the baby. Let's start with the one that started it all, y'all. From little Miss Audrey Hepburn, right? It's a little Speedy 25, Speedy 25. Now, when I first saw this bag, I'm like, there ain't no way Mama can carry no Speedy 25. It's like a baby bag. Not like a baby bag if you have kids, but I mean like for little babies. I don't know, it's just super small. But honestly, the size is a little deceiving because of the depth of it, you actually can fit a decent amount of stuff in here, okay? Now, I'm also thinking that like the bandeau, I used to not really be a fan of the bandeaus because I feel like it takes away of the classy look of the Speedy. But this is a size that I would like to carry as a bandeau if I was going to carry it. I'm not because it's too small for me. But okay, so Speedy 25, meaning 25 centimeters, meaning 10 inches wide, by 7.5 inches tall, by 6 inches deep. Okay, so that's kind of a giveaway. Is Speedy 25 means 25 centimeters, 30 centimeters, and so on. You probably already know that, but some people don't. Some people don't know that. They just think these numbers are out of thin air. They don't know. So anyway, that's what it equates to. Okay, so yeah, you do have the 6 inches of depth. You do have just the traditional look of the duffel that it was created after, that modeled. And then, okay, so you do have a little, one thing I noticed right off the top is that you don't have like a wide opening. But this is not the kind of bag that you're going to be like carrying a bunch of crap anyway, right? So the inside is just like all the Speedies. You have your one pocket over here. You have a D-ring right there. Date code is usually under the pocket over here, and it's over on this tab. Usually 1996 is this one. And by the way, this one actually is sold, but before I shipped it out, I did just want to do the whole family, the Speedy family. Okay, so again, if you're going to carry this, again, it's deceiving just because it does have some depth to it. So you can definitely fit a full-size wallet. So right now, or over here next to me, I've got just the traditional zippy wallet, so full-size zippy wallet, and it'll fit, okay? It'll fit just fine. It doesn't take up a whole lot, or you can't even see it in there, see? And then if you wanted to put a, like for example, an accessory pochette, this is the old model, okay, which I think it's like size-wise, it's similar to the new model. But anyway, it's just a great little catch-all bag. And, for just essentials and whatnot. And that'll fit in there. And you can see that you can't even see that. Like, see, everything is side to side. So basically with the Speedy 25, everything's probably going to have like assigned spots. That's basically what it comes down to. Okay, now just for grins, I do have my Truce 18, which is the smallest of the Truce family. And I do have a review video on the whole Truce family, by the way. But this could even fit in here. And see, this is actually, okay, let me show you. This is actually a pretty big, little toiletry bag. Well, toiletry slash, whatever, essentials, whatever. So you can use it for whatever you want, but it will fit in here. Of course, because of the small opening, you're going to have to like do this and then, do that. But see, even with those three things, you still have room. Like you still have a ton of room in here. I mean, as far as like, think about it. You've got organization in your Truce bag or something similar. You've got your accessory pochette, which carries a good amount of stuff, and then you have a full-size wallet. So I mean, like, you still have quite a bit of room. And then as far as your phone, okay, so it's not going to fit side to side, of course. I have the 11, and I forgot which one it is. It's actually just a teensy bit smaller than the XR. Okay, I replaced my XR before, or at Christmas. So see, it's going to stick out, but you know, because the bag is so small, you can just put it in here and you're not going to be like digging around like a black hole. Okay, so you can still just throw it in there, and then just do like your keys, you know, if you have a pochette clay, that'll fit, a multi-clay, or just, you know, I don't use either of those, I just have keys, and that'll fit in there, and you're good to go. Okay, so like I said, you know, when you first look at this bag, you're like, oh, snap, that bag is small, but you know, it's actually not awful. And then, you know, also just for grins, I have the Zippy organizer, which is just a little bit bigger. It's an inch wider and almost, I think it's almost an inch taller than the traditional Zippy. And it would even fit in here. But again, you're going to have to do this. Like, you can't just do that. You're going to have to, like, do that. And it will fit, okay? I don't know if you're going to want to carry your Zippy organizer in here, but I'm just saying you can. Probably you're going to want to go with something small, like just a little compact wallet. Like, this is the, what is this? The Tresor wallet. And, of course, that is just, you know, that's going to fit. People like to use organizers in these bags, so definitely, you know, do that if you want. Okay, so again, Speedy 25. Okay, next up, Speedy 30. Speedy 30 centimeters equals 12 inches. So you've got 12 inches wide, so 2 inches wider, and it's actually 8 inches tall, so only a ½ inch taller, and 7 inches deep, so an inch deeper. So, I mean, yeah, it'll fit basically the same thing that I just showed you. I'm not really going to go through everything because I mainly wanted you to see if all that stuff can fit in the Speedy 25, well, then you know it's going to fit in the 30, okay? So, same setup, okay, pocket, D-ring. Does it have a D-ring? Sometimes they don't. Yeah, see, this one actually doesn't. This one does not have a D-ring, okay, because it would be on the opposite side of the pocket. We'll see what year it is. Oh, this one's super vintage. This one might actually be pre-date code because, yeah, there's not even anything. Oh, no, it's not pre-date code. Okay, so let me back up. It seems like some of the models, like the newer, not newer like this decade, but even newer, well, older than that, the date codes are going to be under the pocket. But sometimes on the really vintage ones, they're going to be on the opposite side. And this one is 19. I don't have my readers, but it looks like it says 87. So see, it's right there, right there. So, wow, 1987. That's amazing. That just blows my mind. Okay, so anyway, yeah, I'm not going to do a demonstration on everything that fits into it because, you know, I just showed you everything that fits into that, which will fit into this. Now, I will tell you that I use a, hold on. Oh, my calendar. Oh. So I actually use a big calendar, and I was just, this is like the size that I've been using for like the last, I don't know, 4 or 5 years. Now, it's not going to fit in here, okay? It's not going to fit in here side to side. If I do fit it in here this way, it's going to stick out, and then I don't have enough room for my handle. So, depending on what size of organizer that you use, if you use one, of course it'll fit an Agenda PM and those kind of things, but this is what I use, and so definitely not going to fit that. In the Speedy 25. I used to use smaller ones and it would fit. And then also another thing that I carry that would fit in addition to what I just showed you, you know, when I was putting stuff in here, is my Etui lunettes, okay, so for my readers. And I have the bigger one. There's like there's like 3 different models. There's one that's just the slide in, and then there's the 2 that have the flap that's shut. And then, so the one size is actually this one when I have it. So the smaller size, like I was just saying, is this one. Okay, I don't have this size, I have the bigger one. So basically I have the bigger version of this for my readers. And so everything that I fit into the Speedy that I showed you earlier, I still would have room for my readers, okay? But I would just have to be careful because I wouldn't want them to be crushed. But anyway, okay. So, yeah, same thing. Everything that fits in the other one's going to fit in this one. I was going to do my now, on this one, I could fit my calendar side to side, but I'm going to have to make sure that I have it opened all the way, and I'm going to have to, you know, I can do this. I just have to be careful. Okay, and then it would fit in there. It would fit in there. Ah! Okay, well, you can see it. It'll fit in there. Or I can also I can fit it in if I put it in like this and then tilt it down. So I can do it either way. And same thing, oh no, not same thing. So I can actually put it in up and down like this, and it's not sticking out and it's not obstructing my handle option, not my handle option, my room, whatever, you know what I'm saying. Okay, so that is one thing I like about the Speedy. I also used to say that the Speedy was too small for me. The Speedy 30 was too small for me, and I don't believe that it is now. I definitely could carry a Speedy 30, especially as a bando. Again, I've totally changed. I've kind of evolved in bags that are acceptable to me and features that are acceptable to me compared to, like, I don't know, like 3-5 years ago. So I used to not be a fan of the bando, but now I could totally do it. Now the opening still is a little, you know, I mean, it's not like the Speedy 25. I mean, it's a little better, I guess. Okay, so Speedy 30. Okay, and you can see just the difference just looking at it from a distance, kind of. Make sure you can see that. Well, I'll just hold it up for you. Okay, so Speedy 25, Speedy 30. Okay, I'll just do it like this. Speedy 25. I am 5'6", and Speedy 30. Speedy 25, or sorry, Speedy 25, Speedy 30. Okay, super cute. And you know there's only one carry option unless you get the bando, and that is, well, sorry, two. Hand carry or crook of the elbow, unless you have a puffy coat or some sort of wool coat or whatever, and then it's not going to work. Or a chunky sweater. Okay, now we get into kind of the big mamas, okay? Speedy 35 was my first Speedy. That's the size I got. Okay, so 35 inches equals what? 14 inches. Sorry, 35 centimeters equals 14 inches. So we've got 14 inches wide, 9 inches tall, so 1 inch taller than the 30, and 7 inches deep. So the depth is the same, okay? So 2 inches wider than the 30, and same as the depth, and then 1 inch taller. So this one would be for people who kind of like bigger bags, okay? Because it's not obviously the 40, but it definitely does have a lot of room. And let me just check all this out. Okay, so again, same setup. See? Okay, this one actually does have a D-ring. That other one, that Speedy 30 was vintage. That's probably why I didn't have a D-ring. And see, yeah, the date code is on under the pocket on this one. And this one is 97. So that Speedy 25 was a 96. This is an 87. This is a 97. Okay? Still all have amazing canvas. So, now some people, when you start getting into this size, and you know what? Even the 30. A lot of people do not like the sag. They do not like when you put in your... I'm putting in the Truce 18, the organizer, the zippy organizer, and the accessory pochette. And you know what else I'm going to put in here? I'm going to put in a Truce 23 because that would fit in here too. Okay, you could use your Truce 23 as an organizer. I used to do that. Before I learned about organizers or decided to use one, see, you have all that stuff in there. Tons of organization. Now, anyway, when you have all that stuff, it gets a little heavy and it starts to sag a little. Now, that really never bothered me. I wasn't concerned with that. But you can get base shapers that just keep the bottom, you know, flat. You can get bag organizers, and I do have one, but it's really for the 40s, so it's not going to fit in here. There's no point in me actually showing it to you because it's not going to fit in here. But I did order one. I don't have it now, but I did get a bag organizer from, okay, I don't remember. Anyway, it wasn't Samorga, and it wasn't Original Club. It was before I learned about those. Okay, it doesn't matter. I don't remember. Anyway, so 35, and again, if you put a lot of stuff in it, you're going to have the sag. I mean, you know what? I didn't even try it with this one, but I'm sure, okay, yeah. This one's going to get the sag too, I would say, you know. Probably all of them, really, just depending on how heavy your stuff is. So Speedy 35, to me, really is a happy medium. I do think that the Speedy 30 is just a little bit on the smaller side, although I could carry it, okay, because everything's just going to be a little more snug in there. As far as my planner, okay, so yes, I can carry it like, I can stick it in here like this, up and down, and it's not going to obstruct, you know, me trying to grab my handles. And then I can also, okay, I want this, I like that. And then I can also put it in, I can also put it in side to side like that, and I don't have to be as careful as the 30, because you know on the 30, I had to kind of like make sure that it was zipped open all the way, or I would have to do like this. I don't have to do that with the 35. I can just put it in there, just like that, okay? So, of course, it is a bigger bag, so it does have a wider opening, which I like, okay? But it's still not that wide. I mean, when you look at the bag, okay, so watch. If you take your gaze back here, also while you're looking at the opening. See, you can see that the opening is not really that wide, okay? In fact, let's just measure it. So we know that that bag is 14 inches wide. Let's just measure the opening. The opening of the bag from where the zipper stops to the end is 11.5 inches. That is a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot less. Okay, I wasn't thinking it was even going to be that small. So, I mean, 14 inches wide, 11.5 inches to get into it. So, keep that in mind. Okay, now let's go on to the Big Mama. First of all, when I decided on the 35, it was after watching a ton of videos on the 30 and the 35. Y'all, I didn't even know about the 40. When I got my first Louis Vuitton, I had no idea that a 40 even existed. I had no idea. I don't know how I didn't know that, but I did. And in fact, when I went to the store, you know, I'm sorry, but any good sales rep would be like, you know, by the way, if you're looking at the 35, have you ever considered the 40? Are you familiar with the 40? I mean, that's totally what I would do. I mean, I would be like, okay, you know, how much research have you done? What size do you normally carry? Like, I just ask questions. Even right now when my clients ask me about certain bags, I'm like, okay, well, what do you normally carry? You know, you just do a little research, okay? But I don't know, I feel like maybe in Louis Vuitton, I know not all the sales associates are snooty, and I'm not saying that. But I guess they probably just don't feel like they have to try to, I don't know, whatever. Maybe it's just my personality. I would just like to get to know, like, okay, let's just try to do some. But anyway, she never mentioned a 40, and I never knew about it until later. And so then when I learned about it, I was in love, y'all. I was like, love at first sight. Quickly got rid of I didn't get rid of my 35, but I quickly got me a 40. Yes. Now, I will tell you, I did, at some point along the way, got a Speedy 40 Bando. And it just wasn't the same. It was really heavy because the vachetta strap was thick, and it was really heavy, and I'm sure I probably could have switched it out. Now, if I got another one, I could probably just use a non-LV strap, you know, like this, something fun, and it wouldn't be near as heavy. But anyway, okay, so Speedy 40 centimeters equals what? 16 inches. 16 inches, yes. By 10 inches tall, so it is 1 inch taller than the 35, 2 inches taller than the 30, and it's actually 8 inches deep. So 1 inch deeper than the 30 and the 35, and then 2 inches deeper than the 25. So let's just compare the biggest and the smallest. Okay, so looky. Woo! This is the Big Mama. Big Mama going to eat the baby. Okay, the 40 can eat a 25 for lunch. Okay, actually just a snack. All right. So you can see that if you're not into big bags, there's no way you would love the 40. You would not be happy with it. If you like big bags, or maybe if you don't necessarily like big bags per se, but you like statement bags, I feel like the 40 is kind of a statement bag. I mean, honestly, it is. It's a lot of canvas. It's not super heavy, in my opinion, compared to some bags that are bigger, you know, just because it doesn't have a lot of like leather and that kind of thing. And of course, once you stuff it, it will be heavy. Okay, so let me just show you really quick. Now, when I first got one, I used a Truce 23, like I said, as a bag organizer, and everything just was like, you know, falling to the ground. I mean, it was just like free for all in here. So I had my Truce 23, I had my accessory pochette, I had my organizer. I mean, look at that. You have all that, and then you can still pack a pair of pajamas and you know, a next day's outfit if you're just wearing something like yoga pants or something like that, or a t-shirt, or even just a thin sweater like this. Okay, my calendar clearly has no trouble fitting into here. I mean, either way, I could fit 50 of them, okay? Then it goes up and down, or side to side, or whatever, okay? So no problem with that. You can throw a bottle of water in here. A bottle of water. Wait, yeah, that's it, right? Yeah. Sometimes I feel like I get tongue-tied. You can put a bottle of water in here, and you still have a ton of room. I mean, lots of room. This is the Big Mama, and she's amazing, and I have just always had a fondness for the Speedy 40. Let's see what age she is. First of all, you do have a D-ring, okay, right there. And then, let's see, year of this one, 95. So we had 95, 96, and 97. So again, all of it has amazing canvas. So like I said, after I was using the Truce, it also fits the 28, because at some point I used the 28 as an organizer too. Now, the Truce bags tend to be a little heavier because they're canvas, you know, of course, on the outside. And then they have the that waterproof lining on the inside. Oh crap. They have that waterproof lining on the inside, and those two things have a little bit of weight to them. So by the time you put all your junk in it, just this by itself can be pretty heavy. So then, you know, of course, you put it in here. Oh crap. Okay, Gigi. Gigi, I'm doing a video. I'll call you back. Okay. Yeah, by the time you put all that in here, it can get pretty heavy, and I was just kind of like, okay, what can I do? Well, then that's kind of when I started learning about the organizers. Now, I know everybody was all cuckoo over Cocoa Puffs for the Samorga. Samorga's kind of pricey. Well, I found Original Club, and they're on Etsy. At least they used to be. This was a long time ago. And I got like the Cadillac version. Okay, this one's for a Speedy 40. It's for a Neverfull GM. But it's got like I never did use this. This just came with it. So it's got the two-tone felt colors. Okay, on the outside, you've got like an outside slip pocket right here. Okay, you can see on the inside, you've got like little organizers all the way around, like a ton of organization. So I bought this, and I used this for my Speedy 40 for a long time. But, you know, even this is a little heavy, in my opinion. It's a lot of felt. I mean, the Speedy 40 is a lot of bag. So, let me just get it all in there nice and neat, though. Hold on. Okay. It's probably a little, I mean, like, you could probably get away with an organizer for a 35, and it would be fine for your Speedy 40, because you can see, like, well, it's actually just like a glove. It fits just like a glove, this thing. Okay, and it's cool because you've got, like I said, you got this slip pocket back here, and you have all this organization, and it's just like, it opens up, organizers definitely open up a whole new world. They really do. Okay. And so, but see, I can already tell just this right now, the weight of it is a little already, it doesn't have anything in it except the organizer, and it's a little heavy. I should have had my scale out, and I actually should have just weighed it for you. That's what I should have done. You know what, I could just, okay, because I do have this scale over here, and I know some people are interested to know the weight of these bags. Let me just tell you. So Speedy 40 with a felt, whoa, okay, without anything in it except the organizer, it's 1 pound and 10 ounces. Are you serious? Okay, so let me take the organizer out and weigh it. And since I have that scale out, I can just go back really quick and weigh all of them. Okay, so Speedy 40 just by itself. Okay, Speedy 40 by itself weighs 13.5 ounces. Wow. So what did I say? 1 pound, 10 ounces, 13.5 ounces empty. That's kind of mind blowing, honestly. Okay. Oh, I already have all this junk in it, so I can't really go back. Well, you get the idea. The organizer is a great thing, but it does add some weight by the time you get it all in there. Okay, so let me just do this. I already showed you. Let me show you the 35 and the 40. Okay. 35, 40. Okay, it looks good. Okay, and I think I already showed you 25 and 40. Maybe I didn't. Well, not like this. See? Mama and baby. That's what this looks like right here. Mama and baby. Okay. Now let me do 30. Alright, see a little bit, I mean, well, not closer, but you know what I'm saying. It's not too small. They're still pretty, I feel like the 40 and the 30, there's a stark difference, and the 40 and the 25, there's a stark difference, okay? But whenever you do 35 and 40, I don't feel like there's a stark difference. Like, they both seem kind of big, but it's not like crazy. Okay, so let's put the 40 up, and let's try 35 and 30, okay? 35 and 30. I mean, kind of closer to a stark difference. I feel like this definitely looks a lot smaller. Okay, now let's do 25 and 30. Yeah, see, this is just kind of a, oh, cute, I'm so cute. And this one's just, you know, well, same. They're both smaller bags. Okay, so there you go. Anyway, okay, I hope this was helpful. Like I said, I know there's tons of videos out there that compare all these Speedies. I don't know if there's any that have all 4 sizes. And you know what? I actually had the Keep All 45 yesterday, and I shipped it, and the 50. So then I could have done like this as it transitions on to the Keep Alls, but I already shipped it out. Anyway, so I hope this was helpful, and I hope that you will consider downloading my app and catching me on my next live sale. Again, go to my website, thatcrazyhandbaglady.com, get all the information you need. Okay, bye!